Okay, yeah, I'm good. Pretty much, I'll invite
My
you
PS4
in.
is not blowing up. It's not making that much noise. But I am on my ship. Just.
Oh, don't worry. Pretty much, eventually, it will start freaking rattling up and sound like it will explode at any moment.
I'll turn down some graphic settings.
Oh right, I need to also possibly turn down some audio on this because I think pretty much my audio for this is. No, I think it's low enough. Maybe I don't know.
Let's see display.
Wait. I'm looking at the wrong things. Oh yeah, I definitely need to turn down some audio. I'll just turn down the master. Oh fuck, I just turned it off all the way. So sensitive. That should do it, right? Yeah, I have not really touched base with this game for too long.
It's for me. It's been on and off also. I was like, I'm gonna farm all the sisters weapon, but at one point I just got too lazy because that's like solid 2 hours every day on Warframe.
Well, I mean, it's just unneeded. I mean, it's just grinding for stuff that you really don't need. In reality, it's just like so meaningless. So, I guess like, looks like this nightwave is just another intermission by the looks of it.
Yeah, they didn't change that. It's supposed to be called Nora's Choice. It's supposed to have a different banner. I
mean,
yeah, they didn't change anything.
What's different about this one? Because if it's not going to be a story episode thing, I guess I really shouldn't stream this too often, huh?
Yeah, there's that setting to show where all the previous night waves. How do you open that?
It should be when you open up the tab. Pretty much, it should go. You should be able to see it down at the bottom right, or like the menu.
I'm seeing red offerings. Tune in. Yeah.
Yeah, tune in.
Yeah, this is. This is supposed to be like a. It's supposed to be like a intermission, but at the same time, it's not supposed to be intermission. It's like supposed to be like a mini night wave essentially, because they didn't have anything planned.
Then they might as well just basically scrap the whole story thing and just make it a reward system, if anything, because it doesn't seem like they're too invested in doing more nightwave stories, especially since they have their hands full of other things. So they still
complete
not
10 nightmare
missions
either. Complete 8 Sanctuary Onslaught. They made that 8 now. Wow. Complete 10 enemies with Necromac shit. Yeah.
Wait.
It's
always
been 8.
That.
Okay. 8. Okay. Mine 6 rare gems or Orin Plains. That's easy. Extermination Vision with no, like what you call, trigger, and 3 exterminations. Let's do the assassinations first.
Sure.
Have you done the assassinations?
I haven't done anything on here, Blaze, in all honesty.
Okay. Yeah, there you go. It's Foroid. It's one of the easier assassinations.
Yeah, the only thing I'd be doing on this game would be probably farming prime junk for selling for later, but and I'm not talking about market.
Well, yeah, people are buying it a lot for Plague.
Well, no, it would be for my own purpose. I don't really dabble with the trade market. I just don't like dealing with the trade market, specifically because people just buy shit for cheap anyway, so it's not worth my time. What is that ship, please?
What?
What's your ship right now? Like, what is that ship?
Oh, it's a skin. It's a skin.
Oh, I thought that was like a special ship or something.
It's like a Zephyr Deluxe skin.
Ah.
Yeah. Because the new Zephyr is supposed to be like a fighter jet. They made like a fighter jet skin-ish. Looks cool. I like it.
I wonder how crappy my freaking recording's gonna be for this, because I remember that whenever I played Warframe, the bitrate got so shit.
Yeah, because he moves so fast, and there's a lot of colors and stuff.
I remember these monsters from long ago.
Right. Don't need. Well, I do need to kill things because I need to do blast damage kills, and I think this is sort of a blast weapon.
Yep. Just build stuff.
I forgot about that annoying freaking. Oh god. Maybe this doesn't have blast damage on it. Do I really care? In all honesty, we just need to do the objectives and pretty much.
I knew you can get.
I mean, dailies are not
just
very meaningful, and I'm not gonna do maximum overgrind on for this. So
yeah, it just reduced your level grind by 1 or 2 level probably. And this speed is really fucking amazing, but it's uncontrollable. It's like
I mean, you look like you're going just as
more
fast as when you play Goss. In all honesty.
Yeah, but more manageable than Gauss.
The assassination target is here. Wipe them out.
So I was thinking about how we could do more Dark Souls 3 if we ever do Dark Souls 3.
Nice work taking down the VIP.
I mean, we can do more Dark Souls 3. It's just not gonna be super enjoyable.
Just to get
because
less invasion-y, is we all of us can try to go new characters and we could just trade and get, each of us can get like what you call level 100 and not upgrade our weapons.
So
Just
basically,
focus on
Dark Hand
buffing.
playthrough, you mean?
No, we can use weapons what weapon we want, but don't upgrade it. We can put points into strat and we can use like weapons that increases our what you call buffs and stuff like that, that increases our damage instead of just plusing our weapon, so we have a low chance of getting invaded.
Yeah, I mean, you can't get rid of invasions completely, Blaze. It's not
Yeah,
possible.
but it's not possible, but we can like reduce the chance because, or I saw a post today that a person did like a full playthrough with her right finger running for the most of the game, and essentially what he did is he looked at the recommended official PvP levels for areas, and he was always like 2 or 3 levels behind it. So essentially, let's say for an area, let's just say Farron Swamp, the Farron area.
There you go.
Essentially, Farron area, you're supposed to be level 45 to level 50-ish or less than that. 30, let's just say 30, and your weapon is supposed to be at level 44, sorry.
Yeah.
If you're using a normal weapon, or +2 if you're using a higher tier weapon. Well, less than that, less than 1. It's essentially you be at level 20 and let your weapon be below level, let it be like +1 or +0. So you'll have a very small chance of getting invaded at that level.
Yeah, so basically pretty much Dark Hand playthrough only then.
Just,
I mean,
no,
that's
just
the
wait.
reality of it. If you're gonna do that without invasions, I've done a playthrough online pretty much with Dark Hand only, and pretty much I never got invaded except at Half-Light, and that's it.
Yep.
That's the only way to avoid invasions. Like the thing is, Blaze, it's just not gonna be as fun because you can't pretty much play whatever build you want. You're restricted to one thing, and you can't really level up at all. That's the thing. That won't be fun. That's sort of
Yeah,
why
or we
that
could,
method
as I
would
said,
not
we
be
could
super
always
great.
level up and not level up our weapons. You could all of us could go like what you
You'll
call
hate your life, I
SL
guarantee
400
that.
or shit like that.
I've done an unupgraded weapon run, and it's not fun. It really is not.
I was thinking about more like magic. Why don't we do more magic lately?
Like, the thing that I liked doing with you guys is, like, doing, like, these challenge runs, because, like, when you do the challenge runs, it's fun, but because pretty much the invasion's a problem in Dark Souls 3, you can't really do challenge runs without being interrupted by somebody and having to restart the area.
Yep.
That's the problem.
Something far more arduous awaits. Make your way deeper into the base.
I think our challenge
Which
runs
they
are the
would
most
not.
fun thing, that's for sure.
Put the thing out of its
Yeah.
misery.
Maybe we just need to accept that we have to get invaded and just do a playthrough.
I mean, it will be miserable, is all I'm going to say. I mean, we can do it, but it's just not going to be...
You've located the VIP.
Well,
Time
one
to
thing for sure, D would certainly quit on us, for one. Because it would be very irritating.
Didn't quit on any Dark Souls game. I don't think he did any on Dark
Well,
Souls.
that's because we
Bloodborne.
weren't doing any challenge runs, please. If we do challenge runs and we get invaded, people will pretty much make our lives absolutely miserable.
We did all the challenges. We did challenges on platforms, and that was fine.
Well, yeah, because there's no real dedicated like PvP groups.
Here's
pretty
something
much
we
in
can do if we
Bloodborne
don't
and
have
Dark
any
Souls.
game to play.
What?
Is we can do what you call chalice runs. We can go to our arcane characters and we can try to finish like a full chalice story chalice dungeon.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine with that. I mean,
That's
I don't
gonna
mind
be, I
pretty
don't
much
know
doing...
how good it's gonna be because you have to like make 3 different chalice dungeons, then go to each one, get summoned,
Yeah. I mean, well, if we get the root chalice, pretty much you could just basically come into somebody else's chalice without. Well, then I guess.
Yeah, no, but those makeshift chalice take like fucking 30 minutes for you to get summoned.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't think it's any different from pretty much the way how you get summoned normally in reality. Sometimes it can take that long too.
It just. No, yeah, it can, but those root chalices, they take 30 minutes. I've done a lot of co-op it past couple of days in Chalice Dungeon helping people, and it takes a long time, more than 10 minutes
I'm
for
well
me to
aware.
get summoned.
I freaking did co-op in chalices too when I freaking first played Bloodborne.
The makeshift ones.
Yep. It was
What do you think
amazing how
about-
many ways people died when pretty much it came down to it.
Yeah, like I'll always tell the host, let me go in first. You stay at the back because if you die, I die. If I die, you don't die. But no, the host doesn't listen to you. I've played with the host today, and he died 6 times today. To the most weirdest things ever.
Yeah, when I was basically like playing just to try to play along with some other people, I had my beckoning bell rung, and when somebody came in, they got mowed down by a pig as soon as they went down to the floor with the pigs, like immediately. It was hilarious. I think that was one of the things I liked about pretty much summoning people in is just watching them just get completely slaughtered out of nowhere. Yeah. The reason why I'm fine with Dark Souls 1, 2, and Bloodborne is because there is no real dedicated PvPers, but nowadays, like, people just play Dark Souls 3 for PvP. And the crap meta that comes with it.
We can always do another Dark Souls 1 playthrough. I'm having so much fun.
Yeah, I love Dark Souls 1. Well, I mean, yeah, pretty much I prefer Dark Souls 1 when it comes down to it, because at least in that, pretty much the meta is just simply doing one thing.
Transference still
Yep.
holding.
With a broken weapon, it's even more
I was thinking
effective.
about doing a dedicated magic run.
Yeah, that's possible. You saw how much damage I did with basically that heavy soul
Yeah,
spear.
magic always has been like
Yeah.
super overpowered. Like
Yeah.
just not forget that in Dark Souls it's called.
Well, it's
easy
because
mode. I
that was
call
the
it
game
easy
before they
mode.
decided to start nerfing all the magic because people were bitching about
Yeah.
about the PvP being unbalanced and shit. I
Yeah.
personally, original Dark Souls 1 was the most fair PvP in reality. In all honesty, as much as it's so one-sided to the invaders, here's the reality
Yep.
check: you people were meant to be pretty much just simple throwaway enemies. You're not supposed to be a serious threat in the way of the host. It just cracks me up. That
There is still one glitch that works that I was kind of like surprised. Essentially, if you use magic that follows you, like those like circle magic, when you cast them, you get like a circle of spells behind you.
yeah, what?
The one that auto targets 2 enemies. They just come behind you, and if you target 2 enemy, the circle around you. I don't know what those magics are called. You cast them, you get like five of these like orbs behind you.
Are you talking about basically seekers?
Mass spells. Crystal mass, crystal soul mass, dark soul
like
mass.
freaking homing, whatever.
Yeah, the holding mass. Essentially, if you cast that before an invader comes, those projectile will be invisible to the invader.
Yeah.
That still works.
Oh,
Do you wanna
gosh.
try? Do you wanna try to do the what you call assassination without getting caught?
Oh, you mean basically pretty much to get the extermination?
Without
weapon?
triggering alarm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me grab Loki real quickly.
Let me get a Warframe that can nuke, and we can go to a lower level. What Warframe to use to nuke? I'll probably go with him. Bold.
Probably switch out, go to my lethal stealth build and basically switch to Loki, in all honesty. Which one of these?
No, yeah, I'm not really big fan of the new Warframes.
Well, yeah, the new. Well,
Lavos was like different, but weird at the same time. Sevgoth probably is like my favorite one out all of like Zaku.
Yeah, he's like supposedly he's like the best out of all the new ones, but like the problem
Protea
is they're just trying to.
I like Protea.
They're just putting characters in just for the sake of pretty much having quote-unquote content when it's really just not really new content. It's just character.
I've not played Yadali at all.
Don't. She's apparently bad.
Yeah, well, they somewhat fixed her with new update and stuff.
I heard the opposite of that. She didn't really get fixed. Like, she got buffed, but she didn't really get fixed. Okay, I'm set up.
Okay, let me select a mission then. 30. Minimum level 30.
Operator, did you
Corpus?
hear that?
Do you want to do
It's
Corpus or do you want to do Grenier?
Cosmic
Sure,
background
let's do.
radiation is a
Well,
riot.
do Grenier because the Corpus have that stupid shield shit where they can't get one-shotted on the first hit.
It's gonna be tough finding. I think I have to do a Sedna mission.
Yeah, just do Sedna. It doesn't really matter. Like, Corpus is not one of the things you want to do because of the stupid shield gating effect that they get, where it avoids them from being one-shot, and that will allow them to get a chance to get their alarms up.
You know, this is the first time I've also not watched any spoiler for the next TennoCon. I'm not watching the TennoCon at all after we were done.
I don't even remember anything. I think I've seen a tiny bit of things, but
yeah, same here.
I don't really remember.
I think
any
we
of
were
it.
playing I think we were playing a game that day.
Yeah, we were playing Revenant.
Yeah, we were
the
finishing
10-wave
Revenant,
survival.
Yep. That's why I don't remember.
Oh, Blaze, that's not enough to kill these guys.
There is a large platoon Marines stationed here. Leave no one standing.
Yeah, we're probably gonna have to restart this, aren't we?
Grenier prey on the weak, but we prey.
Well, if we leave enemies behind properly. Yeah, this guy was about to activate the motherfucking thing.
Yeah, your Vulse is not strong enough, man. You probably might need to calm down a little bit with that. Either they got a massive buff in their armor, or your Vult's just a little too weak, or that's the wrong build.
No, it is supposed to be. We just kill them manually.
Yeah, I don't know, man. You're probably not gonna get the achievement on this run.
Yeah, I forgot they changed how it worked. I need a lot of enemies in a group like this to do damage.
I mean, you did have a lot of enemies on the map, but it's just pretty much you didn't kill any. You barely killed any of them, technically.
I probably was not caught in my range. They changed how like Volt work and stuff like that. They always change. They didn't like some of his abilities.
None of the scanners have detected you.
Right, well, you're taking care of that group. I'm gonna go over here for this one.
I'm leveling up this stupid fucking Etapa.
I don't even know why you're still bothering with Master Rank, man. It's so meaningless at this point. I must have the wrong arcane on this thing, because I don't remember my arcane frickin' doing this.
Also, they added primary and secondary gun arcanes.
I stopped caring after a certain point, Bliss, in all honesty.
Yep. That guy was probably gonna activate it. There's supposed to be enemy somewhere here.
Stupid co-op doors.
Don't want you lich. I want corpus liches. Liches.
The enemy is broken.
Okay, let's get the hell
Well
out of here.
done. Now get to extraction.
I'm gonna kill all of these guys just to be sure so they don't.
Well, if you wait around there, you're more likely to not get it.
Ah, there we go.
When the why is plain as day, the how tends to get done.
I don't think they even have new dialogues for her. They're
No,
using the same
they don't.
dialogues.
Let's be honest. They're not going to be adding anything new to to Nora. I'm assuming they're probably going to just. They're probably planning to make a system where pretty much it's just going to give rewards, and they're probably going to chop out the story at some point in reality. What are we going to do next?
More exterminate.
Oh,
Let's
yeah,
finish
true.
the extermination 3. We're like 3 exterminations, and then we'll have the nightmare. Let's see if there's any nightmare with extermination, so we can do 2 in a row.
Yeah, that would be ideal.
I'll switch to Amber. Amber's nuke is more convenient. Attachment. I didn't got the fucking the Tenocon thing. I didn't got those armor set or anything like that.
Huh, that's weird. I did.
Yep. At this point, I'm just stopping thinking about buying any Tenocon stuff. I just buy the stuff just for armor and stuff. Just because these things are more exclusive.
Yeah, in all honesty, the Tenocon armors have been quite lazy of late, for sure. You can see that some of those armors are basically just like the same armors from last year, but you basically shifted a little bit, is all.
No exterminate? No exterminate, Tiger.
Well, shit.
Yeah, no nightmare exterminate anywhere.
Wow. What are the odds? There usually is 1 or 2.
We can just do a low level exterminate fast.
Yeah. And with aimbots, that should pretty much make that even faster.
Oh, yeah.
Or,
Alright.
yeah, your nuke too.
I've been using Amber. She's been really great. When I was farming what you call sisters. Because here's how you spawn the sisters. You have to do those random void missions, but you have to use the Zenith crystal, the higher TS one. And you have to reach the tier 1 reward, so you have to kill at least, I think, 25-35 enemies to reach the tier 1 reward.
Yeah.
And then the sister will spawn in the mission.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah, that's how the sister spawn.
Oh,
They're
right.
not
I
like
forgot to go operator and do this too.
Yeah, these are level 5 enemies, so I guess. I don't
Yeah.
think.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm doing this. Because why nuke when... Oh, right. They freaking nerfed the hell out of operator. I forgot about that. Basically, you have a longer wait time for charges and all
You're
that
still in
shit.
the clear. No detection for sensors.
Oh, they also changed that. Usually you could like use multiple animations on top. I was like, I could unlock the door and I could use a nuke at the same time.
Yeah, it seems like they did nerf operator, even though operator really doesn't have much going for it in the first place, so...
Yep.
Not really understanding why they nerfed it. Oh, you can still pretty much do other animations in operators, freaking void though, so...
That probably never fixed that because that's like a weird client issue. Oh, they didn't fix this bug also, I think.
Well, I mean, we went through the level pretty damn quickly in reality.
Am I?
No, we had to go back.
Fucking true anyway.
Don't worry, they're dead.
Is broken. Well done. Now get to extraction.
So, what nightmare missions do we have to do? How many should I say?
We have to do one more exterminate, I guess.
Well, I mean, when we get to
Well,
nightmares, how many
I
do
saw
we have
some
to do?
We have to do 10. I saw some sabotages, rescues, disruptions.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Wait, what is that FE meta that you have there?
That's a Tenocon. new
Oh,
TennoCon.
I didn't really bother checking the freaking TennoCon stuff. It's so weird. I bought this. I still bought the TennoCon ticket, but yet I didn't check any of the stuff that I got for TennoCon in reality.
Yeah. It's not amazing. I was like, I'll just use it. Like change it. I was using the wing ephemera, but the wing ephemera is too screen taking. It covers up a lot of your screen.
Yeah. Oh well. I mean, aren't they supposed to have technically a thing that allows you to zoom out your camera a little more? Technically.
Yeah,
What is it called?
you can do it, but when you run around and stuff like that, you access stuff. It does, the wings get in the way. They just more for just cosmetic looks, photo takes and stuff like that. Really nothing to play the game with this because they feel really awkward.
Eliminate all threats.
I like how at least how the fire effects are still good. Even on low particles.
Oh, look! Wait. Did that ship get stuck?
Yeah, it did. I was like, what the fuck?
Good design right there, by the way.
Keep going. Nobody knows you.
Yeah, no, get that cold shit out of here. Waiting for the day for them to nerf Wukong, and Wukong won't be of my interest anymore.
I'll probably go with Baru. It's pretty great.
No, I'll probably be
Warframe.
going with Grendel, if anything. Because I can spit things out of the map and kill them that way. Fight cheese with cheese.
Yep. Imagine they now fucking Grendel also. They now his only stick.
I'd probably be going back to Wukong in reality. I don't know how bad of the nerf would be for Wukong, though, is the problem.
They're probably gonna nerf the clone, make it so it's odious to like what you call
Is broken.
unmodded weapon and stuff like that.
Distraction.
Yeah.
Style, baby.
I mean, they've done that with the regular Spectre. Apparently, you could mod their stuff, but,
Yeah, you could.
the only thing that makes the Spectre good in some degree is because, like, the scaling is... Whenever you level up, or whenever you go to a high-tier mission, the level scales their
Scaling.
shit. So they can technically still be relatively okay of a thing. to help you.
And if you just want to give your Spectres what you call fast firing weapon or beam weapons or Arca Plasmors.
Pretty much.
Especially since the new Arca Plasmor is a fucking beast. The
For how long till they nerf that?
Arca Plasmor. Probably there's gonna be enough for that. At least it's not ribbon wise, it's the weapon itself with its stats and how you can build it, how you can have a specific effect on it. I got the radiation. I mostly picked up fire sisters because I like fire.
Well, yeah,
Radiation
fire
plus
is
fire.
broken.
Corrosive fire, I should say. That's my favorite.
I honestly don't care much for corrosive. Corrosive really doesn't seem like it was great before. Pretty much like,
I just mostly use it to buff up my fire damage, really.
yeah.
Or buff up my what you call, or use fire with what you call vital.
Yeah. I mean, if corrosive retained like its effect like it did in the past, that would be fine. But like corrosive wears off after a certain point, and it makes it even less desirable.
Sabotage Nightmare, Jupiter.
Okay.
Oh, it's Jupiter. I don't like Jupiter Sabotage.
Yeah, don't bother with that. That's actually just a base. That's a waiting game after you get done sabotaging the thing. Find a different one.
Yep. I'm just changing my Warframe. I was like, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it with speed because I need speed.
Mm-hmm. Crappy defense. I mean, spies can be fast depending on how quick you are.
Yeah. Let's do fast. Let's do spies.
Okay.
They are fast. Like spies. or just running running from one spy mission to the other
Yeah,
objective.
pretty much, and all you need is just basically a cipher. But I guess this is a low tier one, so well, actually,
Yep.
now that I think about it, pretty much you can't use ciphers in nightmares. I forgot. Well, regardless.
I really stopped using ciphers at one point because if you have that mod that auto hacks, that mod just triggers every 90% of the time, even if it's not
for
supposed
me.
to trigger that much.
I do have that
It
mod.
triggers like
It
90%.
doesn't always trigger. Uh,
For me, it always triggers. Whenever I open a door, it's triggered.
yeah. You know, I haven't checked
So
to see if
I
maybe
try
they
to
may have
keep
taken that
myself
shit off.
sharp sometimes.
I mean,
I
yeah,
do try to keep my
I
steps
sort of don't really
thin
use
because-
ciphers as frequently because, like, because I've been like screwing around with specters and pretty much also making those large bundle ciphers. It sort of has dwindled down my ferrite collection. So
Same. That's one thing. Oh fuck!
Security systems.
I fucking did a Parazord and then. Oh, they also made it so any enemy below 30% is instantly Parazonable. You don't have to wait for a specific enemy.
doesn't matter. You
Yeah,
still kill them before you get around to parazoning, and they also still have a wait animate. Like they have a wait when you have to literally freaking like if you stun them basically with like say fire or anything, you have to wait for them to get out of that animation before you can parazon them. So it's still shit.
You're nearing the
Yeah.
coast. Trigger the alarms now, and they will start destroying the data.
Oh gosh, this freaking low gravity effect is really fucking with me somewhat.
Let's see if I can get a hat trick. I did got a hat trick. Let's see for the quad trick. I got a quad trick. 4 auto hacks in a row.
Lucky you.
Data extract. They won't even know it's gone.
Like how fast I'm running that it's still giving me that falling soundtrack when you fall from like super far away. You get the falling soundtrack.
Yeah.
I get that when I'm just running.
I don't like that.
Excellent work. A clean extraction with no alarms. We have everything we came for. Get to extraction.
They need to fix some issues with the what you call signals. Well, these waypoints. There has been. I'm having some issues sometimes with
Blaze, in all honesty, how long have they had problems with this game and they still haven't fixed things?
a long time.
Exactly.
But these issues are new. But these issues are new. They should try to focus on these issues at least. But these are more annoying than other one when your waypoint doesn't show you where you're going.
Yeah, I'm not crossing my fingers in all honesty.
We got lit. We got the. I don't think that lit relic is also that great. With B8. At one point I could just tell you at the glance what was that relic, but now I can't because I don't remember any of the relics.
It's fine, mate. In all honesty, like, pretty much basically farming at this point is very meaningless for us, and it's just usually going to be stuff that we're not going to use, so.
Yeah, I'll just see how they do New War. If they do good, if the New War is decent-ish, I'll probably play the game. If not, I'll probably turn off the game.
I mean, you still love this game, man. I can tell, but it's just like the problem is not the things that they've been adding is not really new in reality.
Another spy.
Which one is this?
Spy. Earth.
Do we really want to go? Like the problem is with Earth Spy is basically there's waiting.
Let's just do it. It's that, or we have to do a mission on Jupiter because there's not that many non-endless missions.
Yeah. What a bad day to get this for a task, huh? I gotta freaking form of my Kubro eventually.
Yep. I need to change to what the new, what you call, hounds. I need to level them 2 times. I have to level them one to guild them. Then I have to level up the gilded one. I hate the gilded mechanic. The new hounds, our sisters hound. There are like 3 essentially hounds.
Oh.
They're like mechanical cobras.
That sounds like shit.
But the only good thing about them is you get them built. You get render parts, a fully built one, but it's fully randomized when you defeat your sister. You can get blueprints also instead of that, and with the blueprint you can make your own customized one.
Oh, here's the planet that's gonna pretty much possibly make your PS4 blow up, Blaze.
I'm at least they made it so what you call, you don't have to farm all the one, because I really hate it when you have to get all the.
Excellent work. A clean extraction with no alarms.
At least you'll get a randomized hound every time you defeat your sister.
You're still in the clear. No detection from enemy sensors.
Yeah, I mean, still though, it's just like Kubros are probably.
It's way better than making all the other ones, making all the parts. Also, Tiger open lockers if you want to do that mission.
Oh yeah, well, I'm pretty sure we'll probably be doing a Jupiter here sooner or later. Oh wait, no, the Jupiter is for Nightmare is pretty much shit. I forgot.
If you trigger the alarms now, you will start destroying data.
I can do necromech killing on Jupiter. That's also a mission. 100 enemies. Probably infested if you're doing necromech killing. Infested is way more easier to do. We can do a survival.
Yeah. Give me a sec. Well,
I'll do it. Oh, there you go. You got auto hack.
No, I didn't auto hack. I'm just fast on the fly because this is easy shit. Literally just mashing freaking X button. Even a trained monkey can do this.
Get to extraction.
Just imagine training monkeys to play games like these.
Oh god. Pretty much you'll probably find a bunch of feces on the controller afterward. What the fuck? Okay. Why'd we leave? I wasn't even there yet.
You are not?
Nope.
You
Either I glitched and freaking somehow teleported to the freaking thing, or I don't know. The game just probably gave up on its own self too. It just wanted us to get the hell out of here.
Yeah, the B8 relic is Warframe.
Okay.
You have not gotten Ivara Prime. I think you have gotten Ivara Prime.
No, I've gotten Avara Prime. I think I practically stopped at Avara Prime, I think.
So me and Karen decided to test some mods for Dark Souls 3 because I was talking about doing Daughters of Ash and Cinders, and we've been doing Daughters of Ash, and
Daughters of Ash.
they had one of the best things that I ever saw.
The Kirk hammer?
They added... No, they added the Holy Moonlight Sword from Bloodborne, fully animated, fully with all of its moveset, and new movesets to the fucking game. It's really, it looks so fucking amazing. That's my weapon. I'm not gonna change it to any other weapon.
And before they add another weapon in there that makes you want to freaking use that instead of that.
I don't care about how much damage you do, even if they give like 1,000,000 damage weapon. I'm not gonna use it because that Holy Moonlight Sword just fucking is.
Well, what if they made a weapon that looks better than the Holy Moonlight Sword, both mechanics wise and whatnot?
There is no other weapon that's better looking than the Holy Moonlight Sword in any Soulsborne series. Well,
Please. I'm pretty sure somebody can freaking mod it and such a thing.
Yeah, well, the only thing if I like if they added the Mortal Blade from Sekiro, they probably added it because they added a lot of like armor from Sekiro.
I swear that one mod pretty much did add that, or maybe that was the
Daughters
Divine
of
Sword.
Ash. Daughters of Ash added a lot of what you call Sekiro stuff. There's Asihana gear, there's Samurai gear, Sekiro gear. I'm more interested if they added the Mortal Blade because a red energy sword katana looks fucking epic.
I'm gonna take a chance with this. Okay. Yeah, I probably won't.
I have fun. They have like 7 different movesets for the Holy Moonlight Sword. You can do like 7 different attacks from it. You can do like attack that you plunge your sword down with Ludwig. How Ludwig does, like essentially all the Ludwig's special attacks, wave attacks he does with his Holy Moonlight Sword. They added all of them into the game. Including the anime shit ones.
Yeah,
where he does the anime shits. All of them.
Okay.
Also, it's a transformable weapon, so you can switch between the 100 version and the 200 version.
Sounds cool. I guess.
We've been doing that, and we even have. They also made WOD challenging.
Vort challenging?
Yeah, WOD. They made WOD actually have a challenge.
Wait,
Instead
so
of being
did
just
they
a
put
filler
like a
boss.
hitbox between his, like, did they put like a swinging metal mace stick between his legs?
Well, essentially they made it so some areas of WOD you do more damage, but some areas you do less damage. So you can't be just sitting behind him and attacking him to do damage.
Oh,
They
I
made
thought
it
they were
so
probably. I
he
thought
has
they
like
actually.
more range attacks. He's like more like ice range attacks. His melee
Oh,
attacks a
range
little
attacks
bit
don't really
faster.
matter in reality. Like, if you hug him, basically
He-
get to get hit by him.
They made it so he does 5 charges instead of 1 charge. He does 5 charge.
Well, if
Yeah.
if it's that same charge attack that basically you just roll left and right from, then that's really not meaningful.
Yeah, they made it a little bit faster, so and they also added like
That's
a
the case, then
icy
that's
aura
even
to
easier
him.
then.
They increased the range of his icy aura also around him.
Intel suggests that our
Oh well,
person
I don't think he had
Movesets
icy
also.
aura before, so if that's the case, then that actually does do something.
Yeah.
We'll put an end
They also changed how some elemental works, including ice. Ice makes you slower, your character slower, dodge slower, stamina slow.
Well, doesn't slower technically just mean that you'll just be in your iframes longer, though? Unless
Well,
they
no, they don't have that. These guys are hardcore modders. They don't care about fairness, Tiger.
approaching the holding area.
Uh,
Careful. If the
They
room
don't care about the
shit.
balance,
surely initiate
overpoweredness. They want you to suffer.
We can't leave without rescuing the prisoner.
So they actually take off your iframes after a certain amount of time while you're in your roll frames. Is that it?
Keep going. Nobody
No,
knows
no,
you.
the iframes are the same at the base game.
You are running out of time.
Well, I'm talking about like
They added,
more
they added
towards
the
when you're
flip roll.
cold.
You've located the hostage. Escort the prisoner to the
You know,
Yeah,
you said
flip
that you
roll.
slow down when
I'll
you're
take care
freaking
of the
cold.
rest.
You pretty much.
Yeah, freezing, yeah. They also
Yeah.
added elemental effects in certain areas. So certain areas, they will have a constant elemental, small, a really, really slow trickle up of like a elemental.
Ah,
So if you're in like what you call Oriental DLC, you'll have a really slow, like a really slow ice build up constantly going up. Because you're in a certain area. You have to wear like a certain armor or armor that gives you like a above a certain fire resistance
yeah.
to get rid of that.
Yeah, so it sounds similar to pretty much the mod for like one of the the Dark Souls remaster, or Dark Souls and
Yep.
Prepare to Die.
Yep. The reason why people do Dark Souls Prepare to Die more than Dark Souls Remastered is
Because
because
it
you
has a
can-
lot more
there's
mods.
That also because it doesn't have as much security, and also you can do most of the mod co-ops compared to Dark Souls Remaster, where doing most of the mod online is really tough.
Well, yeah.
On
but
Dark Souls 3, it's easier.
I mean, technically, couldn't you just go into like a band server, and basically, pretty much just do the co-op?
No,
there,
no,
though?
it's different. It's different, Tiger. It doesn't work like that.
Ah,
Yeah.
While you're drifting out there in the black, mark the frequency.
Let's see, Sabotage Void, our favorite Sabotage. Do you remember us just doing this mission over and over again to farm relics?
not really. I
Good
don't really
times.
remember in reality, because it was just nothing but arduous grinding, so it's not in my memory.
Yeah. I just remember those. Like those are some good times. We just play Warframe every day. D would just go to the exit. You and me just would race. Who would be?
I don't know if that sounds like
Mission
that's a
first.
good time for him. In reality.
Yeah. Well, because he was the slowest, so we always told him, D, you don't worry about anything else. You just find the exit.
Oh gosh.
Good times. I remember those times. Those were
Yeah.
fun. And Warframe was
Now,
not
meanwhile, we get
as
stuck on the
scary.
rims of doors before we even go anywhere.
You are here to
Yep.
cut off their access and stop
They're
them.
supposed to fix that issue. They already fixed that issue, but no,
Hunters on.
they didn't.
The
Nope.
synthesis scanner is detecting a potential target. Use it. Search for traces
We
of
need
the
to play
target.
more faster Warframe. My
My
controlling
Warframe's
has
fast
become-
if you pretty much don't hit
Supply
anything,
caches in the area.
because I don't have to
Yeah.
worry about landing on the ground or anything.
Search them out if you are willing to shoulder the
I can be as fast
Yeah,
as a
probably.
DOS mate if I freaking do well.
Only allows travel in one
Yeah,
direction.
well, for me,
Start up the portal
I've been like
to
what you call.
reverse the portal.
I lost my like edge, you can say, essentially.
Oh no, trust
Because
me.
I
Like
basically
you
have
don't
also
have to
played
be
up.
skilled to be a Wukong.
Yeah.
Wukong is literally just you don't have to give a shit for the game really.
I don't even care about the what you call the function because I can just run into it.
Who's the bitch
Don't
shitting?
even have
Okay,
to
you're
slide.
dead.
Don't even have to slide. This has the
Bitch?
cancellation
Who
thing.
is shooting me? Oh, it's this bird. Makes sense. Oh wait, Blaze, you want to see my little friend? I'm sending in my little
Right.
friend.
Let me hack this. What's that?
Do you not see them?
Oh,
some-
you mean the red dead? What you call
Yeah.
those?
Yeah, the call-ins. By the way, I didn't do any railjack. I just basically, pretty much gun like the rank 10 for gunner is pretty much shit now, or relatively shit now.
Yep.
I just basically put into freaking commands. In all honesty.
Yeah, same. I maxed out all of them because.
You really shouldn't have
was
maxed
with-
out the gunner. If that really builds up more heat up.
I maxed out all the classes, I guess.
Well, you probably shouldn't have done that.
I had all the points, so I was like,
Well,
at this
you're
point,
losing
I don't even
you're
care.
losing DPS on your freaking guns because your guns overheat faster. That's the problem.
Yeah, I don't even do those missions. I just park my railjack
Them down.
at the back and just go outside and do the mission on my what's it called.
Pick up the key. You got the key. Now get back to them.
Yeah, I'm not on my railjack every time. Just get out of my railjack as soon as possible and do the mission on Arkwing.
Ah,
Yeah. I just put all of them on defense. That's the thing I do. I just put them on defense.
so
they
basically,
detect
it
shit
sounds like the rail deck's
No.
still not any better than pretty much an Arkwing, from what it sounds like.
Yeah. For most of the mission, you might, if you have a group, you might want to consider using the railjack. But if you are on solo, you're better off using Arkwing, and nobody does railjack.
Well, no shit.
Scan target if you wanna scan.
Who cares? Just leave.
Objective
6 more nightmare missions.
They really should just drop this down to 5 missions. Nobody's gonna give a shit about freaking nightmare missions, especially if there's
There
no
are
reward.
still undiscovered supply caches in the area. You may want to locate them before leaving.
I think the biggest problem when it comes to Warframe, though, is just the fact that they just make you try to make you do like repeated missions over and over. I think that's probably one of the big reasons why people left Warframe. It's just RNG
Yeah.
and such.
As we saw in the previous TennoCon, I don't think it even peaked $1 million at this point. I don't think it even peaked 700K.
Well, that's the problem. They're handling their games so badly in some degrees.
Yeah.
Like they
When
overpromise for
what you
one.
call, when Railjack was first announced, when what you call that area? Fucking forgot its name.
Plains of
The
Duvati.
Venus. No, the Venus. What you call open area. Obviously, was not Fortuna. Like I saw like 2 million people on live stream for Warframe when it was first announced. I was like 2 million people. That's amazing.
Well, yeah,
And
because
this year
remember,
TennoCon,
Blaze, they
they did a big
overpromised
700K.
shit and they fucking didn't deliver on it, and thus lowering people's expectations and pretty much
Yep.
chasing people off that probably were going to join because of the pretty much what it sounded like was going to be a cool concept, but it wasn't really. And then pretty much basically the game itself is just a humongous farm simulator is the problem. You play the same missions over and over, making your interest like diminish, and then pretty much you just don't want to play it anymore. That's the problem.
Yeah.
And their
You need
new
to be a
content,
hardcore
quote
grinder.
unquote, is just new characters mostly instead of like more story, for
Or
example.
more grinding.
Yeah, more grinding.
For the
too,
new
though.
characters.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Because you can't get it for free. You have to grind 70 hours to get the new character.
Well, you can get it for free, but you have to fork out that microtransactions, or you have to trade for it for those microtransactions. Which that's just as bad as free.
And with the current market as shit, the market 2 years was you could make a lot of money, easy. Currently you can't make money because arcanes are easy, fucking cheap as hell.
Riven mods are as asinine to get because pretty much god rolls are a piece of shit to get.
They didn't change anything for Riven, so only thing they added is like a Riven.
Yeah, but I mean at the same time, like god rolls, Blaze, how much of a pain in the ass is it to get a god roll? Nobody wants to fucking bother sitting there for freaking god rolls that are near impossible.
Yep.
Hence, it makes you want to go through like a big system of the planes of Eidolon. You know, like basically, there's quite a bit of things you have to go through for that. That's the problem.
Yep. I remember when I was so much into trading, I just traded a lot of things, arcane and stuff like that. Keep trading, bought all these primes I was missing.
Not a minute too soon. Subject found. You need to bring
Wait, my mistake. Why was I saying planes of Eidolon? No, it's fucking Kuva. That's what it is. Yeah, Kuva.
Yep. Kuva. Yep. Well, Kuva is somewhat easier to get now.
Yeah, it's easier to get, but do you want to really just like sit in like missions just trying to get Kuva over and over and over just to
well, what I am talking about is either just saving up all your what you call nightmare credits, or what you call do a lot of or do those 5 missions every day, that the one you get for doing those steel path credits, and just save them and buy Kuva from Tension.
Yeah, but again, back to
I think
the
it's
point
like
is
25
over and over
points for the other
something.
things. Yeah. I know I did a lot of Kuva farming. I think I spent nearly like 400 hours on the Kuva tile set. I do everything. I think spent
God.
I think 2 years of my life on Warframe was Kuva farming, because I would
There
do
you go.
1 hour of Kuva farming every day.
And now imagine
2 years
if you
straight.
didn't spend those 2 years on something, unless, if you didn't spend those 2 years on Warframe, you could have been pretty much probably completed like multiple different games that would have had more, piqued your interest more than Warframe.
Yeah, true. I could have done more Dark Souls runs, Dark Souls PvP or something.
And they would actually be enjoyable.
Yep. Let's see. Spy.
I guess that's the problem.
Spy, sabotage. So we have 3 non-endless after this.
Yeah. Yeah.
After that, we have to do either the sabotage on Jupiter or the survival.
I feel like the bad thing about what the system that the DE's developed is primarily is that it's more made to try to keep people on the game through tasks that are not really fun versus actually putting in something that would be fun and then keep people's interest in the game through that. That's the biggest problem.
I think they should have made it so like every new Warframe you get, because here's the thing, Lavos is hard to get compared to Yereli, because Yereli you can just buy the parts from, you can easily just get the parts.
Yeah.
Really,
well, I mean, to be fair,
way easier to get the
also
parts
doesn't
from
have good
compared to
abilities
Lavos.
either.
And Savagoth. Savagoth is also hard to get because you have to do railjack missions, and you have like a certain chance of getting whenever you do the mission, because it doesn't show you that you will get railjack mission. They need to have a railjack tier sit in the like mission reward list in the game, because you just have to go to the wiki to find where you get what,
Yeah, from what
Where
I've
you get
noticed, there it
Savagoth
doesn't
parts.
exactly tell you what part skills you get from where, from what it seems like in the market. It's just
Same with
you just
what you
void
call
storm
those
shit.
things. The void change things, yeah, like the void keys. I still don't have any void hollow corrupted keys, and you need those hollow corrupted keys if you wanna get the melee weapons for the sister.
Be on the lookout for increased security.
I don't know. It's a good thing I don't care about grinding the sister weapons in reality, or any of the
The
weapons.
target console is nearby. If you trigger the alarms now, the enemy will start destroying data.
You know why it's so bad? You need 40 of them, and you have like, if you do the Proxima server, you have like a 37% chance every time you complete the mission 37% chance of getting 10 of these. So you need to be like, and there are like 4 different melee weapons. So you need to have farm a lot of fucking railjack and get lucky at the same time.
Well, it's a good thing I stopped farming, so I don't have to give a shit.
Or just buy them from people. That's probably my thing. I'm just gonna buy them because I don't want to spend like 70 hours farming for 4 Kuwa weapons. Not Kuwa weapons, sister weapons.
Yeah.
I don't know why they added that. They should have added the sisters. I was like, why would they do that? Just add the Tenet weapons to the sister, or give them a different name at least, so they don't count as sister weapons.
I don't know what to tell you, Blaze.
Is that the big one? Are you doing the big spy mission?
No, not the big one. It's the fucking oh my god, this is
You're going
asinine.
from
Why'd
one
we
area
do
to
this
the other.
mission? This mission's terrible just because of the fact that you can't even use energy.
Here's the thing about the mission. I didn't saw what area it was gonna be, Tiger. I just saw it was a spy, so I was like, yeah, that's spy. Let's do that.
Okay.
I never checked what area, what mission, which planet we are doing it on. I'll just see it's a spy.
Yeah.
So let's do
This, it's spy, like, yeah.
You got the most asinine one, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah. The one that pretty much has all the scanners all over the place. You basically have to have an inviso frame or an operator to do this one. Basically. Alright, that one's done.
I'll
Yeah,
just try
I
to
like
do that
that.
exploit, but that exploit I never do. It sometimes works.
What
Essentially, in this exploit where you have to hack the terminals before you open the door, is essentially you can get an enemy to walk through the closed doors, because enemies can walk through the closed doors or like locked areas like this.
We have everything
Yeah.
Get to extraction.
So I just have the enemies walk into those closed doors, so they open it and I can just go in there and not worry about
Oh yeah.
opening any lock.
Wait, so basically you could just drag them over with your operator and basically you'd be done with that.
Yeah. Something novelist done.
I'll give it to Warframe that its combat is fun. It's just they definitely need to work on like
And
how they
movement.
handle the combat and the movement, which is ironic because the movement was not originally intended to be this original. But
Yep.
yeah, they definitely need to work on the reward system. I think that's the biggest problem with Warframe and the way how it handles the missions to that degree, because like it just makes people just do the same thing over and over, and I think that's the problem that
There you
burns
go.
people out of Warframe.
Another new relic. That's a titanium relic. Titanium prime relic. Neo P2.
What is that one?
I think it's neuroptical or some shit like that. It's like a, I think it's like a, what you call uncommon part.
You know what one thing I've looked at, like when I watched a video on a review on Warframe from somebody that basically reviews bad games sometimes.
Oh, you mean George Stripes says? I also watched his videos.
Well, I don't know if I didn't really catch the name. Basically,
It's supposed to be like worst MMO. Yeah, worst
MMOs,
MMO
yeah,
ever.
those, yeah.
Yeah, George Stripes.
he definitely hit all the points accurately when it came
Right.
down to Warframe.
Yeah.
For sure.
They also made a video after
combat
that
and all
called
that.
Warframe
Pretty much
becomes
a mess of a game.
good after 100 hours, or becomes more decent after 100 hours.
Yeah. But it makes me wonder
Yeah,
what
watch
his
it for
point
its
of view would be
MMO.
on that if he pretty much played it for a very long time trying to farm everything.
Yeah. Well, his reviews are really great actually. If you watch his like worst MMO series or stuff like that, I actually
I've
watched
only
the
seen
whole
the
series.
Warframe one. It just popped up in my
It's actually
recommendations
great.
for many days.
It's actually great. He reviews some great games, and he also has like a unbiased view over every game.
Well, at least he's not like absolutely sucking the dick of the game or freaking completely shitting on it. That's what I think I like.
Yeah,
about his review.
what's that? There's another guy that does that. I don't know what's he did. He also reviews like MMO games and stuff like that, and he sucks like literally every fucking game, no matter how bad it is, good it is.
Your mission is to
Sucks
break
it
into
off
enemy
dry,
vaults
I'm
and
guessing.
steal
Yeah.
any intelligence files
Yeah,
you find.
he's really big, I think, compared to Josh Trey.
Deteriorate over time.
Ah.
I did Josh Trey, like one of his series I watch. It's about like this really weird MMORPG that's on Steam, but it's like nobody plays and it's riddled with bugs. But the
Isn't
game
that every
itself
game
is
nowadays?
just
In reality.
But this game is pretty
Because
old
it's
and
free
it
to
has
play.
some weird shit.
Tenno, be on the lookout for increased security measures.
That's what I
It's
have
like
to
a
say.
Time
Is,
Bot series.
yeah, that's sort of the bad thing about gaming nowadays. Is people only ever plays the free-to-play shit, which is understandable. I
Yep.
mean, pretty much nobody wants to
Also,
really want to
gaming
fork
is
out a lot of money
becoming-
for it. But
Yeah, 70
it also
bucks.
throws a bunch of good games under the bus, sadly. So,
I was thinking about Hades. I don't know if Hades is co-op or not.
I never heard of it.
Data extracted.
It's like a 2D game. It's like a 2D up-down view game. It's supposed to be like a good game. But like a lot of people are a big fan of it. Never tried it. I was like, if it's good, I might try it.
Wow, this I can't believe this this room is in the same area as that other room. What the hell?
Alarms have been triggered. You need to retrieve that data before the data destruction is complete. Got it. The data is still intact. We have everything
I
we
can
need
do all
for
of them
it.
stealthily.
Extraction.
Plays. Don't care. Just run.
Yep. You know what's funny, really? When it came down to D playing freaking Dead Rising, he freaking did all the multiplayer shit on his own. Still has not touched the single player, by the way.
He's kind of like that. Once he gets trophies, even if he didn't do the game, he just stops.
Well, he didn't get all the trophies. That's the problem. He didn't even freaking touch the story-based trophies. Yet meanwhile, he rushed the multiplayer, the only incentivized thing that made us want to play it,
Yep.
thus killing the game. That's sort of the reason why we don't play it anymore, is because the fact that he just killed it technically, which is the
Yep.
problem.
I mean, thinking about, like, I think from what was said, like me, Karen, and like one of our friends, I think we were planning to do a Bloodborne playthrough.
Oh, really?
I'm just gonna be in the back. These two players who have not played Bloodborne, because surprisingly, Karen haven't played Bloodborne, like a full playthrough by herself. She played on my character 1 or 2 times.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised on that too. I would have thought she probably would have jumped on your PS4 and pretty much played some Bloodborne completely.
Well, yeah, she also has Bloodborne on her own PS4.
Well, regardless.
She literally, because there's not that many great games. Like, we've been trying to play what you call Halo Infinite. It's just our schedule has been a little tight recently. Sabotage Neptune.
Okay.
Yeah, schedule has been a little tight lately, so we
What's
didn't
been
have
going
time
on?
to play just much. Just some study and real life shit going on in the back. Just
Ah.
getting ourselves ready. If you're moving to Canada.
Oh yeah, your Canada move.
He did say if you wanna move, we could always go to Italy. I'm like, I have to learn a new language, to learn about a new culture. I think I'll be fine in Canada mostly because there's a
Wait,
lot of
what's
people
this
I
place?
know.
Where's that place that you were thinking about going to? Outside Canada?
Well, in Canada, we've been thinking. Well,
Well,
yeah, Canada or Italy or Paris, I should say.
I mean, yeah, like, I mean, I would think that pretty much Italy and Paris would be good. At least you'd be getting good pizza and freaking French bread and all that shit.
Reactor will have tight security.
I heard that stuff is really good there.
Yeah,
least.
yeah. Well, cuisine is pretty great in, from what I've seen. Like, Karen makes a lot of
Paris, the city of
Italian
love.
and Paris food. Yes,
Oh
city
shit.
of love, city of magic. Well, the reason we think about these two places compared to anything else, because Paris, Karen can easily get a green card, and if she gets a green
yeah,
card, I'll
I mean,
get the green card,
Texas,
and I can get a
better
green card in
there.
what you call in Canada because of my sister. So there's that also.
Yeah.
Target found. Destroy it. That's it.
Hit and
Now
run.
get out of here.
I love that. That's The good things about operator.
I really
Okay.
hate they fixed that operator bug where essentially what I used to do with that thing, I used to hack it, then instantly go into my operator, break it, then instantly go back into my Warframe to do it. But
Oh,
they
fuck.
fixed that.
Really?
Yeah, they fixed it.
That's so stupid. There's no point.
Yeah, they fixed almost all the operator bugs, the useful operator bugs you used to have.
Wow, so operator is
Active
only
run.
good for rezzing at this point. Wow.
Yeah.
Because they nerfed the freaking, you know that void blast trick that I usually did, like tether all the enemies together, hold them together, and then pretty much void blast them. You can only hit a set number of enemies with the void blast now, which
Is
makes
any
the
of
void
us
blast
running a
absolutely
mod drop
useless.
booster? Because we are just getting really rare mods. Well,
No,
rare
those are-
mods in the sense of if you farm them.
Well-
Like bigger.
Well, those are by default pretty much gains from pretty much completing a nightmare mission, Blaze.
Yeah, you have a chance of getting other mods also because these mods are
Well,
somewhat
these
rare
are
compared to the other
nightmare.
ones.
These are nightmare missions that pretty much like nightmare missions drop these mods by default. Blaze like it's just these originally came from nightmare missions, but you can farm them elsewhere too. That was their own. That was like the only source for these mods at one point, and then they just put them on other enemies or other
Yeah.
things.
The third person who's gonna join us is one of my old friends. Well, her I should say, one of my old friends. She's a she.
Oh, is Blaze gonna get
there's
into a
no-
harem with playing Bloodborne?
Nah. There's a mobile D if you wanna do that. Survival, disruptions, defense, interceptions. These are the only ones we left.
Hell, let's get it over with. Any of
We
these?
could always bag. We could always bag and do. We can do tomorrow. We can do like.
Nah,
two
let's
missions
just get
tomorrow.
it done today. In reality, I'd rather
We can
do
do
it
the
today.
sabotage on Jupiter if you want.
Sure, why not? Let's get it over with. And I might as well do it. We can get my caches as well. So
Yeah. I'll probably go to my necromech and see. Kill stuff with my necromech. Get that one also done. Or probably wait to do a mission in an infested area because infested enemy spawns 1,000 times more.
yep. By the way, still have not implemented necromechs into basic missions. By the way, another thing they can't promise.
Yeah, just have to go to the fucking demos and just
Go out of the
find
way,
them.
pretty much, to an out of the way place.
or just do the first bounty for the area. What's that thing called? Tier vault, the vault.
Mm-hmm.
Just do that. They spawn like a shit ton.
Yeah, I probably won't concern myself with dailies as much as I used to. I probably will just probably do.
Well,
the
this is not a daily. That's a problem. The necromech one
for
is not a
fuck my
daily.
life.
Alex facility is consuming Jupiter's resources.
Yeah,
They need to
because
make
the
it a
daily, I
daily
was
then,
like,
because
no
nobody wants to go
problem.
out of their way,
You
really.
certainly have an
Where,
eye for strategic
at
Yeah.
all.
Odysseus marked key
And
infrastructure.
they need to fix necromechs. They need to make it so it's only like you don't have to level it 5 times to get mastery rank from it.
Or, you
They
know,
also
better
need
yet, they
to
could just make
you
it to where
get-
they also can be deployed in normal missions too, so that way you can.
Yeah,
level
on
up.
set and stuff like that. Yeah. Because here's the thing, the first necromech, the one you get early, is okay. You can level up pretty fast.
Yeah,
Bone Widow,
Render them
she's a fucking bitch to level up.
I would assume so. Pretty much the fact that her powers are absolute shit.
reactor cores.
Did both of us just go to the same one?
Yes, I don't know why the fuck you followed me. I was further ahead of you.
Most efficient operator.
I thought it showed me you behind me, so I was like, you're going to that one.
Nope.
These
All right, well I'll go get the propeller wing on the other side then.
operation is smash it.
I'll just shoot them through the wall.
Or you could just void blast it too. Faster way you could do it.
I don't have my fucking... I'm missing my... once I'm leveling this thing, I'm going back to my
Attention to
gaze. I missed the gaze.
and initiate
Yeah, Gaze, as you like to call it.
I think that was he who called it Gaze, so I was like, I'll just call it Gaze and then just stick in the name. People call it Gaze, so...
Yeah, Gaze is the most accurate thing to call it. Because it's literally Gaze.
Yeah, you don't want to do this mission on fucking... on high level skill bar because it just spawns like fucking disruptors, nullifiers and stuff like that.
Yeah, and that's right. Get your slow ass away from that. I'm assuming that all of them are spawning over there.
No, I'm just killing them as soon as we see them.
No, I'm just not seeing any on. Oh, there's one. Such a terrible shot to him.
Yeah, once you get used to weapons with like a lot of spread and like AoE, you become really like, with some weapons
Lazy?
you become really
Yeah.
weak. Yeah, because with this Adapa I'm missing a lot. If I have Gaze, I would not miss that much.
I mean, you just hold down the button and then you just align it on the enemy's fucking body. Preferably their
Yep.
dick region.
So you give them cancer. Also, if they survive, they will have fucking cancer.
Yep, pretty much basically give them those testicle cancers. Yes.
Yep.
Or ovary cancer. Whatever.
Yep.
Or I guess
There's
more
no,
along the
what
line
you
of
call,
yeast infection, more along the line.
Adequacy here, there's equal.
Think there's a crab gun?
Equal. Yeah. Or you could soak them. The soakatron. They made it
Oh
into
yeah,
a skin.
yeah, they made a skin for that, didn't they?
Yeah.
Still haven't added a noodle.
Floppy doodle.
That big
Just
old
imagine
flopper.
that. I thought they would do that on the Chinese New Year, but they didn't add really anything. Weird
Which is
weapons
ironic
related.
since they were bought out by Tencent. You think that Tencent would tell them to do it.
Yeah. Let's see. Disruption, defense, interception, survival. Disruption, survival, mobile defense, interception,
Just choose
disruption.
one of those clown missions. It's not like we have a choice.
You want to do survival or disruption? Which you think will be faster? I think disruption.
Yeah, disruption, if anything. I never got any of the
Bob.
caches, by the way.
I don't think there's a cache mission.
Well, no.
Oh, you mean
like,
the lockers.
Yeah, lockers. That's what I meant.
I did it on the other missions.
Yeah, pretty much Jupiter was the best place to be able to do that, and I didn't freaking do it on the best place to do it.
Yep.
Eh.
I think all the Corpus planets are the best ones.
Well, yeah. I mean, the point of Corpus is they're supposed to be more of a money source, and Grenier's supposed to be an affinity source, if anything. Infested, I don't know, in all honesty, because
They're
they
supposed
really
to be
don't
kill
drop
fodders. They're supposed to be just fodders, really.
shit. Yeah,
Kill something. Go with that.
pretty much.
Operator, incoming
Yeah,
transmission.
because they don't drop shit for freaking affinity or freaking money, I think. I don't know. Maybe they might be a resource fodder, if anything. Since you kill a lot of them, you can get a lot of resources, maybe.
Trick is, you've got to wait to open. Something happens to the conjure before you can pull the goods. You don't get the goods.
I know how the combat works. Just start spawning game.
Old detective will try
Yeah, shut the fuck up and give us the fucking mechanics.
to the old bypass so we can get this thing started.
There is a sanctuary target here, Hunter. I sense it. Track
Oh yeah,
it
since
with
my
the
game's gonna be quieter, I'm not really gonna be able to hear the guy as well. Probably regret turning down my volume now.
Well, yeah, this is a low level, so we don't have to worry that much, Tiger.
Oh yeah, they're coming from the right. Oh, that's a fast little shit.
Conjure keys are carried by high-ranking muckety mucks. Knock them down. See what they've got.
We just have to do one round. I forgot about this.
Right. Find a
So this is kind of like faster compared to the other ones.
Oh yeah, they're coming down from this way, Blaze.
You can pick up that white key. I'll pick up the red key.
Yep.
We'll do both at the same time.
Okay.
Especially since if you do two at the same time, they have a high chance of just spawning from the same side. Did they add fog? Is that one of the conditions we got? Fog.
Fog?
Because why it's fucking foggy here? This
No, it's
super
an
foggy.
armor boost and pretty much enemy health Or not health, energy drain. There's one up there.
Yep.
I'm assuming that one is coming from your side, maybe?
Yeah, it's coming from this side. Up there.
Where? Oh.
Hope you're not
No.
done. Had to pay
Alright, let's get the hell out of here.
a fortune in
These things are still overpowered. I forgot my Rhino gives me like what you call 200% more crit chance, melee crit chance.
We've got as much as we're getting much of. We are
They did enough bloodlust and stuff like that.
Bloodlust? What's
How much
that?
time did that take us?
Another.
2 minutes.
Nearly 3 minutes.
Integrity and courage are my priorities.
Yeah,
minutes.
bloodlust. It's a mod that gives you more crit chance the higher your combo counter is. They didn't nerf that.
Ah.
Yeah. Basically, you can't reach red crits with any melee weapon without that. You need to have external things now to reach red crits.
Of course.
Arcane Avengers you probably need. Arcane Avengers probably. I think with Arcane Avenger proccing and I think you can reach
I never
red
really
crits.
understood that. Like, if they're gonna keep nerfing, what's the point of even putting in like a higher difficulty, like Steel Path or something, if they even plan to do that?
Yeah, they're probably gonna have like a tier star system. So Street Path is normal game is normal game. It's supposed to be NG1. What you call? Steel Path is gonna be NG2. They're gonna have like a Steelier Path, whatever. It's gonna be NG.
Might as well not even bother if
4.
they're gonna just keep nerfing shit in reality.
Yep. There you go, second rank. Let's see. Sanctuary Onslaught, kill necromech enemies and rare gems. Let's do the Onslaught.
Yep. Okay. I'll grab.
It's the normal. It's any Onslaught. It says.
Oh. Okay then. I guess I don't have to bother too much with pretty much a nuke Warframe then.
Yeah, I'll go just to make it easier. Let me just make sure. Complete 8 zones of Sanctuary Onslaught. Yeah. No elite, no nothing. Just Onslaught.
Right. Forgetting.
Another reason I was not really sure on Paris too much was I have to learn a new language. I have to learn more about the culture. And I don't have that many friends or people I know in Paris. I do have some, but not that much compared to Canada, where literally it's the favorite country of my state. Literally, people from my state would go to Canada. Literally, the amount of people would go to Canada.
Well, yeah, it's free healthcare.
Yeah, free healthcare. Yeah, stuff like that. More better conditions compared to India. Like literally this year, more than 10 of my friends went to Canada.
Well, that's a sign you should go to Canada then.
Most of them just took weird courses because they know they're not going there to study at all or get like a good what's called job or anything. Good degree. Their plans are literally just get working license. Work license and then just literally what you call it, drive a truck. That's one of the more profitable jobs from what my my brother-in-law is telling me.
Yeah, truck driving is a profitable thing, but it's also pretty much a life-stealing thing too. Which means you probably won't be playing video games anymore if you get a truck driving job, just to let you know.
No, I really don't have problem. I was thinking more about aviation stuff.
Aviation?
Yeah, pilot.
Ah, you gonna be an aeronet?
Yeah. It just depends on how you do on your exam, how do you fit. But you need to do a lot of physical
Well, no
tests
shit.
before you can get
You're
selected.
flying a fucking plane for fuck's sake.
Yep.
Huh. Well, I guess we won't be seeing you much anymore, huh?
Probably next year. I'll try to make time. If not next year, might be next year. Might be break period also because our wedding is next year also.
Ah.
Well, at the end, 25th. Don't forget that 25th December. The whole world will celebrate. The whole world will, because well, most of the world will celebrate my wedding.
Blaze bang Karen finally. First day. That's literally gonna be you. I'm pretty sure in the sheets, pretty much going at it. No condom.
Yeah, probably. No. We don't have plans for kids yet or at all.
Don't say yet, because eventually one of you are gonna want it, I'm pretty sure.
I'll probably adopt more than anything, really.
Well, you certainly don't have a lot of faith in your gene pool, huh?
No, not on the gene pool or anything like that. It's way easier, and you'll be giving someone else a good life compared to bringing more people in this world which is already overpopulated.
True.
90%
need
which
home
contributes
more than
to
pretty
the
much needing another brat in the world.
Yeah. If I ever have a children, I'll probably have his lifestyle how my father had my lifestyle, which is
hanging out with each other basically.
No, not not giving him a single piece of money till I die probably. Because that's what happened with them.
Well, I mean, pretty much your grandfather, I'm pretty sure, probably wasn't working a job anymore because he was retired, I'm pretty sure. So that makes sense.
Yeah, he was retired, but as I said, he made a lot of money. Farming, a lot of land. Essentially, my grandmother and grandfather used to tell me that when they were young, they didn't have anything. My grandfather got lucky and got into military. Saved up a lot of money in the military, bought land, tilled those lands, sold a lot of things, buy more land, and did this still for like 40 years of his life till he was 70 years old, and then he retired, and then he just had then he let the farms on someone rent essentially. Yep. That's how like a lot of people make money in India. Farms.
I mean, sounds like it'd be very profitable. I mean, honestly.
Yeah, if you do farming yourself, it's profitable. But if you have a lot of land and if you give them on rent, that's also really profitable.
True.
And you don't even have to do anything. You just sit. I don't know if it's just me, but like in India, there's like they are adding like a fucking stock trading app. Like literally every second, there's a new stock trading app happening.
Well, I mean, stocks is one of the ways you can make money without working.
Yeah, but you need to spend a lot of money. You can't just spend.
Yeah, it's a big gamble.
If I want to spend stock, I'll just talk to Karen's father. He's a really big stock manager. Broker, I should say. That's how they have a lot of money. They invest in stocks.
Makes sense. Of course, you need to have a foundation to live off of first.
Yeah. It's way better having an advisor compared to following what people do on their fucking apps, because if they're like, oh the ads, you can just follow this advisor. And if you follow this advisor, he will take a small cut, but you will copy all the trades he does, all the investments he makes, you copy them also.
Yep.
Otherwise, that guy could literally fuck you up or not fuck you up, and it's way better to just get an advisor.
I would assume so. In reality, yeah. Can I walk on this? Wow, I can't. Okay. Bird's eye view. Oh, I love
still haven't gotten my vaccine.
Probably for the best that you don't. But,
I have to wait. They're forcing us to get at this point.
I know. So is America.
Oh, not...
They're basically doing it in the way of Nazis did, pretty much searching for Jews before.
Well, I don't think you should make that reference.
True. But I mean, in reality, that is how America's handling it right now. Basically, they're having people go door to door checking to see if you got a vaccine.
Yeah, we already have that. We just used a fake certificate we had made of vaccination. We just stop them, give them. But if you wanna go somewhere, they will check your fucking blood for the vaccination or for the antibodies or whatever.
Yeah.
Parazons, if you do a Parazon attack on an enemy, Parazon attacks, they have a really long range, so you can kind of use Parazon to flip through walls.
Yeah.
You didn't know?
Oh yeah. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Parazons would definitely be buggy, along with a lot of other things in this game, in reality. Uh-oh, network not responding.
You don't have to
That's not
go
a
in
good
there.
thing.
It's probably, it happens a lot.
A new data conduit is open. Our experiment moves to a new zone.
At least the first 4 tile sets are good and we are getting a lot of infested enemies, that's good also.
Yep. Wish I had a better spot to snipe these little shits from.
They'll probably get rid of infested in the other what you call the Duwari. Whenever they do Duwari, they'll probably replace infested with the what you call Duwari faction.
Maybe. Okay.
Because infested is supposed to be like what you call this system, and I think Duwari is gonna be. I think there's not all of the factions are gonna be new. There's not gonna be any old factions.
Oh, these little shits can come up here. That's interesting.
That would be surprising if they do that. They need to work like a year or 2 years constantly on that Duwari update.
Yeah, they're not going to.
I'm probably gonna watch some videos after this instead of sleeping. I'll sleep in the day. I have a lot of times to sleep in the day.
Well, but I'm surprised you're not going to be playing more Bloodborne and Dark Souls, ironically enough.
I've been playing Bloodborne for 3-4 days straight, I guess, helping people. Here's how how obsessed I have become. 9-10 p.m. where I usually sleep at 9 p.m. usually. I see a message come up on Reddit. It's like, hey, do you want to help me with Ludwig? I'm like, Ludwig is one of my favorite boss. Yeah, I'll be coming back. Give me a moment. Literally at 10:30, I started my PS4. Fought. Here's the thing. Fought Ludwig with him. Then he's like, do you want to help me more? I'm like, sure, why not? Did fought Living Failures, Lady Maria, and Cos. Got him the Raiko also.
I don't know why you would want to do the Raiko part. That one is just asinine. That's not even fun.
Yeah, it is, but I don't know. DLC is my favorite area in the game.
Yeah, DLC is the best for it.
Yep.
Except the Shark Well Pit. That place sucks.
Yeah. We didn't have that much problem because the guy was like, what you call, pretty geared up. I told him to just stay back and let me just tank and spank, and I was on my big character. You remember the characters we did where we did any character run, whatever you want to do? And I used I had like 2 arcane conversion weapons where I found like a 30, I found like 4 or 5 days straight before we did those.
Yep.
Yeah, on like our, I think it was New Game 3 we were also doing on. We were doing that New Game 3.
Yep.
Before our Gatling gun playthrough.
Yep.
Yeah, on those characters, I thought I used those characters so my characters were like perfectly gemmed with all the stats maxed out.
Whoa. That was a lag spike right there.
Yep. Yeah, because we killed enemies too fast.
Yeah. Hello?
Yeah, we're killing enemies too fast.
Correction, you're killing enemies too fast. I'm just basically sitting up here and sniping them with my gun just for the hell of it. Can I kill up for your game, please? Thank you. I would think the corpus would at least be a little bit resistant to your power, but of course, like, oh yeah, top.
Yeah, but these are like level less than level 40, I guess.
True. Well, time to nerf Siren again.
Oh, this is my. Oh no, that was previous one. I had resets, jump resets on my Saturn. Essentially, I could jump 5 times in the what you call when I did my double jump.
Yeah.
My first double jump. After that, I could jump 5 times again in the air without touching the ground. That was one of my helmet bonus.
Oh god.
I think I saw Excalibur with rage also, like 2 weeks ago. Excalibur with 200% range, ability range.
Oh jeez Louise.
Yep. I was like, I'm gonna message you. I was like, Tiger, this is really good Excalibur invigorating currently. Might wanna pick it up.
It's a shame I don't play Excalibur anymore.
Just to have that extra 200%, just running around, just going from one area to the other.
That would have been useful on Plains of Eidolon back in the days when I farmed it.
Yep. Oh, more infested, that's good.
Yep, more of these little shits.
And it's like a
Good
tight
place to
map
snipe 'em.
also.
Oh shit. I don't think there is. Oh well. Actually, I can pretty much go on here. Do it. One's down.
I remember farming this area a million times.
For
the
what?
last ephemera, which I still don't have, the seed ephemera.
Good grief.
Yeah, I for nearly 2 months, I come online on Warframe, not do anything else, just do 1 session of Elite Century and Onslaught 8 levels every day for 2 months straight. Then got it.
It's funny, pretty much the only thing that your RNG can't get, it seems.
Yeah, stuff like that I actually want to complete because I do want to complete all the ephemera collection. No.
Correction, temporarily complete before the DEs add another thing into the game that you have to farm.
Yeah, I'm not really liking how they're just adding ephemera to the prime one because I don't want to spend money to buy the prime ephemera. But the game is forcing me.
Freaking accessories.
Actually, I didn't spend any money on this game at this point because just if I had planning to leave the game a little bit, but I spent a lot of money already on the game. How stupid I was. I could have bought 3 PS4s, overpriced 3 PS4s, PS5 sorry I should say, with how much money you spent on this game. 3
I highly doubt you spent that much money on this game, man. Oh
yeah,
God.
I did, Tiger.
Really? You've spent like over $5,000 on this game?
Yes. Bought a lot of plat. Plat is not cheap, Tiger.
Yeah. Okay. There's something wrong with you, man.
Yeah, I bought a lot of plat and I bought like 7 prime bonuses at the same time. All the prime accesses, like more than 7 prime accesses. I think I have like 10 prime baubles. Oh, that useless thing that nobody wants. What's the fucking point of that game?
Just to slap you in the face. Remember, DE love to put pointless rewards in their freaking pools. Remember? Credit caches are a good example.
That stress, you are generating useful data, Hunter.
It is you, I study. That sounds oddly romantic and weird.
Study you while you're in your sleep.
Well, it's been confirmed that Maris is supposed to be a fucking weed lord. He's a fucking boomer and a weed lord.
Really? Well, where's the freaking anime titty enemies at? Hello?
Yes, why do you think he wants to scan? He has a secret scan group where they scan and capture big enemy titty girls. Don't go to that side, Tiger.
Not
It's a dark side.
I bet you the girls are also underage too.
Yeah.
Hence is them being anime girls.
Yeah. They're supposed to be 14-year-old, but they have boobs bigger than porn stars who have gotten boob surgery, I should say. Breast implants.
Yep. Don't spawn over there, I'll just blast you all to death.
I like this gun. This is generally one of my favorite weapons at this point, X-Ultra.
Yeah, I mean I used to like X-Ultra, but since they nerfed Slash and shit, it's not as good as it used to be.
I don't really care about it for low level areas, and usually I just do low level area. I just use this weapon to spray and pray.
Move and strike. We have to win.
Bitch, get the fuck away from me. Huh.
Oh, do we have to go one level up after this also?
Yeah, we have to do Zone 8 too.
We probably, if we get the reward on this one, like the big reward, then probably we don't have to. But if we don't get it, we have to do the next one. I'm getting confused. I thought usually it was 7.
No, it's 8 with Zone.
That's super reward now I think about it. There's all of my things.
Let's go.
Let's just kind of reset it. Oh, more infested.
Oh, good. Another place that's gonna freaking probably blow my freaking PS4 up.
Yeah.
I love how the first plane is the first place that will pretty much literally just make your PS4 go to ape shit.
Yep. We'll probably take slow on this round. Don't have to worry that much.
Hate that this area has no good sniping spot.
Yeah, because everything is covered in trees.
Okay, I thought you were gonna say everything was covered in semen. You did.
Well, that also.
Acidic semen.
Semen.
Which they're shooting right now, by the way.
Yep.
Yeah, if you think about it, those freaking mutilous MOAs, they do just literally shoot just straight up alien jizz, don't they? That you get stuck in.
They're like a, yep. Like super old, sticky one. They've been
Filled
saving
with
it
all
up.
sorts of parasites and shit.
Yep.
Then again, they also everything blows its load when pretty much you kill it. So, jeez Louise.
Transference still holding.
Like shooting fish in a barrel. Except it's disgusting
Yep.
alien mutation freak things.
I'm thinking you even caring but think about just buying the YouTube premium permanently at this point every
Why?
year.
Don't pay for
Because the
that
ads
scum.
are getting to the creator and worse and worse.
You'd be better off getting ad block if that's the case.
Yeah, on the not on mobile you can't.
Well, then don't use mobile. Don't cave to scum.
When you get ads that you don't even care about. I'm getting ads for Instagram. You wanna a profile manager or a profile history checker? Check who visited your profile, check how many times he visited your profile, check if he liked your profile, check if he doesn't like your profile. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about that, I don't care if someone likes it or not, someone sees it or not.
One bang somebody now? Check our dating app on sex.com right now.
Yeah, those ads are the worst. Then
I
you
don't
have
get,
the
I
weird
don't get those
anime
ads, but I'm just making it up because that's probably something you'd get.
I've posted like I think more than 10 weird ads like that on our fucking shit post.
The sanctuary will go
No
on
shit.
without you.
You get the weirdest ads, man. And I don't feel bad about not getting those ads because that's weird shit that you're getting.
Yep.
Or wait, did I phrase that wrong? I think I did. Regardless, yeah. Sucks to be you.
Oh, now I'm getting these Visa card cards. You can get essentially these cards that are called fam cards. They're for your fam. What's up, fam? Fucking fam card. Yeah, they're
Sounds like
called
a
fam
straight up
card.
phishing ad right there.
Yep. Essentially, it's just a bank. It's an ATM card or a bank card or a Visa card, but you connect it with your main ATM card or bank account, and you can just use it. I'm like, if that's the case, I would just get an ATM card from my issued bank instead of giving you a shady internet company my details.
Who knows, Blaze? Probably that might take off as well as pretty much Dogecoin.
Mine their
Don't
gems
think,
and
just
trades
invest
and-
now.
Mine their gems and kill enemies with necromech.
Alright, let's go to... yeah, wait, does it say what specific location we have to mine those stupid gems?
Plains of Eidolon.
Fuck. They really should just change it to any planet, in all honesty.
We can do that solo. We usually did that solo.
Nah, let's just do it now. I probably won't do it later.
Okay.
Probably don't do it now.
Yeah, same. It's day.
Okay.
Oh, wait, Tiger. Wait. Let's go to Strata Relay first.
Strata Relay.
Yep.
What's the reason?
I'll just buff us with a little bit, what you call, chance.
Oh, chances, gotcha.
Resource chance. Yeah. Why not?
Yeah,
It will be a little
there's
bit
also
faster.
there's also a better chances of getting rare shit pretty much if you go to like certain spots
Yeah.
in pretty much the open world too.
More
so.
gem spawns.
I think it was Mount Nang was the best place, I think, and if you go underground it's even better, I think.
Yep.
I still can't get over the fact that Nightwave is nothing more than an excuse to just try to get people to go and do content that is so meaningless.
Yep.
I wonder if this relay is probably gonna have some weirdos speaking weird shit, because that's usually the relays
probably.
in a nutshell.
Let's see. Drop chance. Resource drop chance. Oh, there's not that one. The chance one.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That's the resource drop. There you go.
All right.
It's 25% more, so why not? Oh, it briefly shows your character picture. What the fuck? Oh, that's my character. Like, where you at?
Oh yeah, I saw it. Pretty much, it was in this. It was in the star chart room. Like the screens show that.
This is my. They added my character. They
Like,
added my character to the statue. I was like, why is there a huge Mesa sign around that? I saw it. It's my character. If you bless someone, and you're the only person that bless someone with the blessing, they added your character to the middle, like the statue.
well, I only see an Excalibur there. I think.
I'll take a picture of it.
Yeah,
This
there's
is
only
cool.
Excalibur there. Sorry to say. The game didn't show enough respect to you, I guess.
And this is fucking cool. Also, people could send you like how on Twitch, if you send people stuff and they could send you like those tweet backs, likes back, they can do it here also. If you bless people, they can bless you back. Not bless you back, but thank you for the blessing. There you
Yeah,
go.
I think there was a chance, like a moment I could have thanked, but I think I was in the star chart,
Yeah.
so I couldn't really do that.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
that is a cool feature. You bless someone and it adds your Warframe character to that statue. That's a cool thing. Nice one, D. Now you have to fix the other 1,000 problem and add 1,000 different feature, and your game will be a god tier game.
Yeah, not to mention also add the stuff that you've been promising for so long, but you still have not.
Yep. Excalibur Whispers, the Whisper system, you need to add that or make that into a permanent thing. It just replaces, essentially make it so like it's like a helmet thing. You can take it, it's a passive helmet, you can take it and put it on any Warframe, but it will remove that passive of the Warframe. But you
That's
can
fine.
switch back anytime you want. That will be a good thing, so you can have the, Umbra, effect on all of your Warframes.
Yeah, it'd be nice and all, but at the same time, Operator sucks a dick now, so... Or it's getting worse, I should say.
Why not still?
I really don't understand the point of why they nerfed Operators again. It's not like the Operator is... I mean, to some degree it has some overpoweredness, but at the same time, it really has very limited use.
Yep.
So it's like... It's just a slap to the face in a reality. Right, let's not bother doing that. Just freaking grab and go. Don't need to mine completely.
Fucking hell. I hate when you can't mine geos because they're stuck in the fucking rock.
Oh yeah, you gotta love it. Well, I'm gonna just go underneath, in all honesty. Do-do-do.
Yeah, I'll also probably go there where you are.
Get the fuck out of my face, freak.
It's been a while since any client planes have idled on.
Well, yeah, there's no reason to come back here in reality.
There's some gems and stuff up there.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Don't ignore double brackets. I forgot about that being a thing.
Oh, there you go. One centurium.
Yep, Nate. However you pronounce that shit.
Yep. Oh,
yeah.
more centurium. That's good.
Crimson, north.
Yeah, that Crimson R is fucking amazing if you can get a lot of Crimson R.
Double bracketed. Kubro, get your fat ass out of the way. Knife, noise, hit. Okay.
Always slow
Ooh,
when
two
it
double
comes to
brackets.
these things. Another net.
Another nip, yes, yes.
It's a good thing I saved those things. I don't spend them.
Garbage. Where's this one at? Oh god, that's somewhere I can't even reach.
Oh,
Maybe
there you go. I got fucking 4 centurium in a fucking row game. If this was 2 years ago, I would have really static.
That's hilarious. Garbage. Shame
Oh,
down.
4 Crimson R.
No. Shit. There's some crimson.
You're done, Tiger?
Not yet. Pretty much,
I'm at the last one also.
Okay, I'm done.
You want to
I
hit those
need the
high
last one.
notes. You gotta mean it.
Shit.
Come on. Gems पे you are. There you are.
Boy, that turret's
Near
annoying.
double bracket. Thank you for the double bracket. Oh no fucking you give me a fucking Varidos. Even with a double bracket.
Jeez Louise. Any assholes to shoot?
Oh, there you go. Done. Auron. I forgot Auron counts as a what you call rare ore.
It does?
Yeah, Auron. The one you fuse with Oxium to create Oro-Oxium.
Oh yeah, that shit that I had to freaking spend so long getting because I was trying to make every possible combination of freaking kick gun at one point.
Yeah.
Well, at least
Oh yeah,
ones.
from what I saw from one thing I saw from the new trailer, from the new war trailer is that what you call sentient pillar in the back, well, Orokin pillar or tower in the back, that's gonna be destroyed. And all the people in Cetus are gonna die. Finally, Collins will not have a early lunch anymore.
Damn, man, you are just a scumbag.
I did hear Konzu say early lunch for Konzu a million times. You hate Konzu.
Early lunch for Konzu.
Yeah, it's the fucking middle of fucking evening.
Don't worry, lunch is considered dinner and breakfast for that guy. So it's
got-
always
I got
lunchtime for him. Also,
I got
mealtime
fucking
and snack time.
Imperium. 6 Imperium and fucking what you call, or fucking myth. Old me would have been really ecstatic.
Oh, Blaze.
That's quarter of a fully arcane belt already. Are those arcane money? The Witcherous arcanes?
Well, you could always pretty much make the max rank one itself for 1 platinum. That would be probably meaningful in some degree.
Well, 50 plat if you can find the buyer, and you
No,
the
you'd
chance of
probably
you
be
finding
selling
the
it for
buyer
1
is
plat in
very
this
low.
day and age, in all honesty.
I've sold some of those max level arcane for 100 to 50 plat. It's
In
not
this
worth
day
it,
and
but
age?
it's pocket change. Yeah, it's still pocket change. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay.
For Necromecha, probably go to Demos.
Yeah.
Do you want to go to Cambrian Drift, then select the mission, or do you want to go to just the Necrolisk?
Well, let's just go to
Well,
freaking Camion Drift, in all honesty.
Okay.
I don't think I've
We can
farmed
just go
everything
around.
in freaking what's it called anyway.
Yeah, I found everything, I think.
I don't
Because
even.
I was obsessed.
Yeah. I mean, one of the big things of why I don't come back here is this place insurably makes my PS4 want to blow up at any second.
Yep. There are just too many small details and stuff like that that is forcing more power from your PS4 GPU.
Well, I think you can probably hear my PS4 right now, can't you?
Yep, I can.
The ticking time bomb burger.
PS4 has been really quiet. I think because I turned down my graphics and stuff like that down. It's thanking me. Finally. Don't have to be fucking high graphics. Finally I can be low graphics.
Yep, meanwhile, pretty much you have to look at the eyesores. That is your low graphic shit.
Well, only particles really. Doesn't make that much difference. If it was 4K to this, probably would make a big difference, but nope. Do you think Sin has a PS5? He probably has one.
I doubt it. I think he pretty much is a PC boy all the way through, mate.
True that also.
Okay, where the hell are we
Come on,
going?
next. Do you want to select a mission or do you want to just go around killing shit with your necromech?
I don't care. Whatever's the fastest thing to do.
You can always select that mission and do that. select a mission and kill enemies that way.
It doesn't matter to me, just as long as this gets done.
Yeah, we just have to kill 100 enemies, so I'll select a mission then. You wanna select the ward? ISO ward?
Whatever.
Okay, let's go ISO ward.
ISO trash.
Waiting for you, Tiger.
Oh, right.
Much has been hidden from us on Deimos. The old
I wonder if the
we can
freaking
always-
dialogue skip thing still works, I wonder.
Probably, because they don't fix small issues like that.
Till then.
The infestation is strong, but stupid. With the right materials, we can.
You're really going around on that, huh?
Yep.
Well, it's gonna take you years, that's for sure.
I can also pick more. But, oh yeah. Yeah, it's glitching out on my screen.
Oh yeah, save. Their third open world.
Yep. I was gonna probably find those, what you call, the pillars. I'm probably gonna use those pillars really.
Okay.
Well, after this, if we don't complete it.
I mean, I should have them marked if we're looking for them.
Now we're cooking.
Yep.
Something's coming. Don't let her grab the snacks.
I'll just fight these things. There's a lot of those that spawns here.
In reality, I don't even remember how to use a necromancer.
It's a Warframe, but more clunkier.
Basically, steaming pile of shit.
Prototype Warframes. You would think a Warframe would be EMP or Sentinel proof, while this old piece of junk that's not adaptable would not be Sentinel proof, but no.
Yeah, that is very weird logic in reality. That would mean these things would be also would be like the first thing to be not sentient proof then, basically.
Yeah, because these things,
Or prototype frames, yeah.
these
I mean,
things
I
are
guess-
mechanical also, compared to Warframes, which are humanoid mechanoids, essentially biological.
I mean, I guess to
Depend on
some
what
degree, I
Warframe.
guess maybe the freaking sentient, like, immunity thing probably is because it's probably related to transference, possibly, maybe. But at the same time, we're using transference on this clunky piece of shit, so it doesn't make sense either.
It's powered by void energy, void juice.
Yeah, so in reality, there's no reason why these necromechs should be resistant to the sentience then.
They should be working out how to make it so sentience we will get more immunity, because if they have a way to neutralize our Warframe, then our greatest weapon is gone already. You should work on the countermeasures against that.
Yeah, exactly. Like, the Warframes themselves technically should already be sentient resistant if that's the case.
Yeah, if they're not, you should work on countermeasures. Smart people, where you at?
Yeah, that's supposed to be the
Working
freaking
on
void.
countermeasures.
Like, the void energy is supposed to be the thing that the sentients are weak to. So, like, I don't know how the logic is that they're able to freaking counteract it when they can't even freaking stand it themselves.
But they will be inaccessible until the toxicity has been reduced.
To some degree, it seems like the Warframe logic is sort of not exactly there.
Yeah.
Or like the
The toxicity levels.
they really didn't think they were
It's
more
Dark
out
Souls
too
level
well.
of weird.
Organic samples
Yeah.
to help stabilize yourself against the toxicity levels. The investors carry their own antidote of sorts.
Okay, yeah, that boy is boy. Oh, I'm getting my blast kills in from this at least. Don't
I
know
don't
if
know what
it's soon
how many
enough
kills
though.
I think kills I might.
For blast?
No, for this. burn 10 infested bots. I never did. I
Yeah,
did.
never. No, we've never. That's a new. I've been guessing that's new with pretty much probably the recent shit.
Just
It's
go
nearly
and
impossible too because of the fact that they pretty much spawn in so quickly, and then you only have a split second to destroy them. So
all, yeah, probably low level, really low level. Just come and try to do it with a high powered input or weapon. Probably the case.
yeah, I think you need something with more firepower. I think possibly.
Oh, you got that.
The isolation vaults. You are almost
So
through
weird
the
to see my
infested
necromech
tunnels.
actually running a little bit
The Enchanted
faster. Then
ruins
again, I guess
are
that is
just
the
ahead.
passive buff from one of the class things. For what's it called? Railjack.
Or Railjack, yeah. There is a lot of passive small buffs like that.
So you can explore the ruins. Ah, the Necromech Guardian is here.
Oh, it's a fucking.
Defend yourself, Tenno.
With this stupid bone widower. Are you surprised?
Yep.
Start. The Necromech
Nope.
remains 82%
It's fucking
combat
Zaku.
effective.
That's my cue,
I
bro.
confess I had my
Why did you name him that?
concerns. Expertly
Think
handled.
hard
Well,
about it.
let's-
What is the like?
Completely disabled.
Zaku.
Yeah, think hard about it. What like the Kubra's class and the species it is.
Suabra, whatever the Suabra class, whatever.
Yeah,
it's
I
called.
basically used the first part of each of the Kubro's name and or like species name and its.
I thought
So-
you named it because it sucks. But you
No.
wanted to give it an edgy. You wanted to give an edgy what you call.
No, I wasn't
Name
trying to
to
give it a
you.
freaking edgy weeb name. No. Right. So should we technically do this mission since technically or
Yeah. Why not?
actually you know what I
Probably
think they
get
just
more
keep spawning if
more.
we just leave it active. So
Or true also. There are some pillars down here. We can activate that.
mark it. I don't even remember where you're at.
If there are enemies spawning, yeah, they are okay.
Yeah, I got some shits down here. I'm doing my own color.
Oh, Killian. Make sure you pick them up. There are some items you need Killian for. I think you need them for your rally.
Probably not, but I mean, I guess I may as well. Where is it at?
Right here in this room.
I burn some disgusting bitches. Oh yeah. Where's the skillet?
Yeah, it's supposed to be floating around this room. I didn't pick it up.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Yeah, these missions are the best one to farm Killian. Just do the tier 1 over and over again. Even if you have already gotten the reward, just keep doing it. You'll skip like most of it.
But the frick. Well, there was something there I could have picked up, but oh well.
Yeah, it's like a yellow container-ish thing.
I don't know. Oh
I
yeah,
don't know
there's
what
another
that
one.
does. Yeah, I don't know what that does.
Not sure, but I'm holding it right now.
What's my 70 enemies? Okay.
Oh wait, you know, I think we probably throw it back in the hole, maybe.
Yeah, throw it at the thing. Shit thing.
I don't remember how to throw it.
It's L2, I think.
Well, no, actually, I think if I last call, it's probably the, what's it called? The... Oh, wait, yeah. For me, it's going to be basically pretty much, this? There we go.
Yep. Yeah, don't stand here with your Warframes. I was trying to summon my Necromech, but nope.
Something spawned, apparently.
Probably what you call Juggernaut.
No, it was this thing up here. Apparently you had to shoot that. I don't know what that did.
Oh, it dropped the pillar in the middle, I think.
Pillar.
Oh, there you go, more. I'll pick it up and throw.
Stop doing shit, you
Where do I
fucker.
throw it? In the middle?
Yeah, throw it in the middle. Then something shows up and you have to shoot it.
Yep. Oh, there you go. We are breaking it. Oh, we are essentially like unlocking this thing. Probably gonna throw this like giant circle thing down.
It's a little annoying that you can't pick shit up with your necromech anymore.
Yep. Oh, there you
Why
go.
the fuck
I think
did they
it's
do that?
seeded it dropped.
There's another one of those things up there.
Yep, I threw one.
Oh, ironic. I was gonna throw one as well.
Like getting rid of too much. Oh. Ball is spinning. Spinning ball.
Ha! Big balls.
What's gonna be inside the ball? Come on, blow up. What you doing? I'm not gonna blow up?
I wonder. Maybe, well, I did the thing, I guess.
I don't think that did anything. I think we did that for nothing. Oh no, it opened a hole down here.
A hole? Where?
Yeah, go inside the big hole.
Big old hole! What the fuck did this accomplish?
I have no idea. It's a big ball here. Oh, there is a portal.
A big portal? Okay. That just took us back up here.
Yeah,
The
I
fuck
think
was
there's
the
something
point?
down there we have to... I think we have to pick something down here. Or some shit like that. I think this is the
Oh.
secret treasure room.
Was that just supposed to be for just a free necromech?
Probably.
What a waste of time.
Yep. Something else. Really game? I thought you would give us something.
Yeah, like at least something that would have related to pretty much the new weapons in this area. But it's just disappointment. Okay.
Yeah, why do you have areas like this if they're not gonna be about anything? They're not gonna be anything.
I mean, Warframe tends to have a lot of useless little secrets, in all honesty.
80 enemies need 20 more.
I don't even know where my kill count is at, in all honesty. Still need blast kills though, so I might as well keep killing.
Yeah, those ops are not funny, the consumer ops.
I think they're all down there because I think I see some enemies like in this pit area. Better they can be somewhere else. Well, let's find the ISO vault because technically that pretty much will force spawn more enemies. Technically.
Oh, there you go. It is spawning more enemies. Without that, there's like fucking ops spawn down up there. A lot of ops. 95.
Still not enough.
Behind
though.
us.
What weapon are you using, by the way?
What you call fluxus.
Yeah, you probably might
Never
want to
switch
switch
off
over
at
to...
it.
What? Hold on.
Oh yeah, enemies, I guess. Behind us. Okay, I'm done.
Okay, yeah, I got the necromech kills as well.
Nora is just beside
Okay.
herself without
I'm gonna take the exit now.
Want to kill the infested pods? Still need to get some blast kills in, so I might as well.
But yeah, cool. I'll just come back here.
All the little bitches at. Well, listen, and if you're getting the freaking achievement for killing infested pods, the best place is basically a narrow hallway, basically.
Yep.
Wonder what I'll get first. Pretty much the blast kills, or pretty much the infested pod achievement.
Did you get the blast one? What weapon are you using?
I'm using the freaking, what's it called? The, Ayanagi.
The weapon that... Oh, Ayanagi.
Yeah, but I pretty much also, I have corrosive and fire on this thing too, so basically it's probably getting killed with the corrosive and fire more than the, blast itself. Because, you know, blast sucks.
Yeah, they added that ribbon mod identifier also. I don't know why that's a thing.
Ribbon mod identifier? Oh, what is that again? I sort of forgot what that item.
Essentially, you buy it from Tension. It's a free pass on it, I think, and if you use it, you can just instantly skip a challenge. You don't have to do a ribbon mod challenge.
Wouldn't that basically make pretty much like the prices on ribbons go down even more then?
Yeah, probably.
At this rate, I'm probably gonna get this achievement faster than the freaking. Oh my god, really? Jeez Louise, that's hilarious. I'm getting
The
so.
third ability also does what you call blast damage.
Yeah, it does.
Connector.
But I mean, pretty much my Ayanagi can also still do the job better than that. There's no freaking weight on it because you need energy. Big damage, although pretty much no good effective way to charge your energy.
Yep.
Well, I've almost got the achievement. Faster than I can freaking get the freaking blast kills, ironically enough. And there's the achievement. Unless if it glitched, so now I can't get it.
Probably glitch because there's a million achievements that glitches.
Yeah, probably. Alright. Let me see if I can get these blast kills in after. It'll probably be good. Come on now. Yeah, there we go. So pretty much, yeah, I guess I just used the permit power and it got me blast kills faster. Okay, I'm coming over there now.
I'll go. I think if I do the blast kills one, I'll probably use my what you call the fast Warframe. What's his name? I forgot the name. Well, no, the fast one.
Oh, Goss.
Goss, yeah, I'll probably use Goss's third ability.
Yeah, pretty much. Combine the two elements and it's basically a free blast kill, so...
Yep. So we got anything out? We got a damaged necromech part. You can use that to make that Bone Widow.
I have the parts to make Bone Widow, it's just I don't really care enough to go get the resources to be able to make the parts. Yep. Plus, if Bone Widow is as shit as people say it is, then it's not really worth it then.
It is. It's absolute shit, Tiger. No build is good. The only remedying factor it has, its melee does a decent amount of damage, but at the same time, you're really gonna use the necromech to melee when it's the most clunkiest, slowest piece of shit available.
Yeah. No.
Also, if you're here, just buy the invigorating upgrade from the what you call sun.
Fine, I'll cater your stupid little Hemelith pile of shit.
Oh, why not? You never know. You might want to use it someday. But you have to listen to him speak for like the next 10 minutes. Because he likes to speak for the next 10 minutes and you can't skip this.
Okay, where am I getting it? The experimental procedure?
The sun. Academos, I think.
What do you do? Browse his wares, I'm guessing?
Yeah, browse wares and buy it. Yeah, there it is. Helmet Invigoration Segment Blueprint.
Yeah, I don't have the freaking standing to buy that, nor do I care to get the standing.
You probably have enough of the things to get the standing though.
Yeah, maybe.
You can get K drives skins. You can get will support skins for your K drive.
Did they move the
30,000. No, grandmother is right there.
Wait, yeah, oh, I guess, yeah.
Wilcott. No, not Wilcott. What's her name?
Oh, no.
Grandmother. Because we don't not know her name.
I could use these universal medallions since these things are freaking useless as shit. I'll keep one just as a memento. But, I have sun tokens. Well, do I need sun tokens to be able to buy his shit too?
Nope. But you might want to keep some spares. You need 30,000, I guess. I don't know how much you have.
That will get me 11,200 standing, but I don't know if that's enough.
30k. That's how much you want.
Oh, magnificent. Shall we?
Yeah, I don't really care too much, in all honesty. In reality, I don't.
Okay, so nightwave done today.
Yep.
So tomorrow is Dark Souls or Nio.
Yeah, I guess we'll do Dark Souls and then we'll do Nio the next day. I personally want to do Nio just because of the fact we still have not gotten that in yet, in all honesty, but Dark Souls is fine too.
Yeah, we can do Nio, no problem, if you want to do it.
What I was thinking when we do Nio, we should do it without spirit animals. Basically no yokai abilities and or burst countering.
That would be hard, but why not?
Extra challenge, why not? Plus,
if we find your instincts,
let's be honest. Pretty much, no, I mean, I've already gotten my experience without burst countering in Nile. Barehanded challenge, Blaze. Anyway, yeah, so, but
can
if
you
we were...
equip them, or can you have to unequip them also?
No, you can't equip them because that will tempt you to want to burst counter. But, yeah, basically, if we were to progress inward, eventually we'll get the OP soul cores that would basically nuke everything, so that's why I want to do spiritless.
Okay, so no spirit cores also.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because you can't. Okay, so it's gonna be a pure mortal playthrough essentially you're talking about.
Yep. Should make things interesting. I'm curious how well D's gonna survive too, since we're not gonna be using yokai abilities.
Yeah. That's like a oh shit button. Essentially, in a way.
Yeah, exactly. But it's the she's out of a situation button.
Yep.
Alrighty, Blaze.
Okay, Tiger. I'll see you tomorrow, man.
Yep.
We'll do Dark Souls, then we'll do Nio on the last day.
Okay. Provided if you show up for the last day.
No, I'll show up.
Well, you'll want to show up, but your power might have the other opinion there.
You know, I didn't tell you guys before we started. Literally 2 minutes ago, power went out and it came back.
That explains why you didn't show up in time, or your usual time, I should say.
Yeah. Okay, Tiger. I'll see you, man.
All right. See you, Blaze. And that will wrap up the stream. Thank you for those that tuned in and watched, and those that will be watching the VOD. I hope you all have a good day and night. Sorry to say, I think we might be relatively done with No Man's Sky. In all honesty, the game is beginning to water down and lose its interest. I know there's a lot to do in the game, but it really, to some degree, it doesn't feel very meaningful, in all honesty. At least to me. Pretty much, plus, co-op progression in that game really is non-existent, so it's more of a do things on your own time, and yeah, it's not really much of a co-op game, so I don't know, maybe I might play the game on my own time if I ever do solo streaming, but for the most part, there's not really much co-op involved, so I honestly think we should drop the idea of co-op. I'm just going to let Blaze and D play on their own time because it's just a waste to not allow them to play. since, again, the game's not really too co-op-y. Sure, you can share items, but in reality, it's more of a progress on your own terms sort of thing. So, probably might be dropping No Man's Sky, in all honesty, and pretty much we'll probably be doing maybe Warframe stuff, but it won't be like hardcore grinding like we used to, so it will just be probably playing it for shits and giggles. D can join or not join if he wants to. In all honesty, I'm not going to force him to play Warframe. I can understand that he dropped this game because of the grind aspect, because a lot of the stuff grinding in this game in specific is meaningless in reality, but yeah, anyway, let's not ramble on too much about this, but yeah. So, No Man's Sky is going to be dropped. Pretty much we'll probably be doing some Warframe stuff, at least try to do some of the new content together, which would probably be Railjack. It's going to be awkward for Blaze since he already farmed all the stuff, but I mean, again, we're not going to grind hard it, so probably just get a sample of the new Railjack. Probably do some Nora stuff, possibly Nightwave, etc. Quests, I don't know if quests are freaking co-opable, since quests in this day and age in Warframe seems to be aimed more towards solo, so I don't know about the quests, so probably may not be doing that, but who knows, if it's co-opable, maybe we might do that. But yeah, primarily, if we're going to be doing Warframe, we'll probably be sampling some of the new stuff and all that stuff, since we have fallen behind a little bit, or at least me and D, and Blaze has technically farmed this stuff already, so. And we don't really care too much about the items. We just will probably be playing more for fun. But yeah, okay, I'm repeating myself. Alright, tomorrow, Dark Souls 1, pretty much, we'll be doing it at 3 p.m. Central, as usual. US time, yeah. Alright. Catch you later, bye. I'm shit at freaking outros, but oh well.